One method for comparing attributes of ideas that are distinguishable but that overlap with one another is semantic feature analysis. The critical or defining features of words are formally presented and analyzed in charts that allow students to identify how things or concepts are the same and how they are different. Semantic feature analysis is a helpful approach to instruction because content words have semantic properties, attributes that contribute to their meaning. The better a word is known, the more its semantic properties can be known. Words that overlap extensively in meaning are synonyms. Words that overlap but have opposite meanings are antonyms. Many words have some semantic overlap but are not synonyms of each other. These words are excellent candidates for a semantic feature analysis. Here's an example of a semantic feature analysis chart used to compare attributes of fruits, whether they grow on trees, have sections, or produce juice. Take a moment to think about these fruits and their attributes. How would you fill out this chart? How did you do with this activity? Perhaps you chose apples, lemons, and oranges as fruit that grows on trees, and noted that lemons and oranges have sections. And maybe you've never thought about it this way, but whether you enjoy all these different kinds of juice or not, all fruit listed can be turned into juice. Watch as this teacher works on a semantic feature analysis with students. Note that prior to filling in the chart, this teacher had the students review the definitions of compostable, biodegradable, and recyclable in dictionaries and then reconfirm their knowledge of the words to ensure the students could properly work with the nouns.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to look at some words that we have discovered from reading our book, Trash Talk. And then we're going to look at some examples of some nouns, some things. And we're going to ask ourselves some questions to figure out how these are similar and how they're different, okay? What ways are they alike and which ways are they different? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys questions about plastic. I'm going to ask you if it can do all of these things or if it can fit into this category, okay? We're going to see where these words fit into these categories, okay? And so if my noun at the top fits with this word, then I'm going to put an X in the box. Okay, so for example, is plastic compostable? Can I put a plastic bottle in with fruit peels and vegetable peels and it'll break down? No. No, it won't break down. That's what we know about plastic. So I'm not going to put an X in that box. Okay, that tells me it's not compostable. Is plastic biodegradable? No. Why is it not biodegradable?
Because it wasn't breathing.
If we throw plastic outside in the grass, does it eventually just break down and become part of the soil?
No.
No, plastic is a substance that's been made and processed, and it doesn't just break down like normal. So it's not biodegradable. Is plastic recyclable?
Yes.
Is plastic recyclable?
Yes.
Yes, plastic is recyclable. So I'm going to go ahead and put an X. That tells me that plastic is recyclable. Plastic is not biodegradable. It's not compostable. Okay? So plastic is not what?
Compostable.
Plastic is not.
Compostable.
Plastic is recyclable. Okay. Now let's look at pizza. Think about pizza. Okay? We've got the bread, the cheese, the sauce, maybe some pepperoni, maybe some other meats, maybe some vegetables. Okay? It's been cooked, it's been baked. Do you think that something like pizza seems like it would belong or is compostable?
No.
Would it belong in a composter?
No.
What makes you think that it would not belong in a composter?
Because
Can you raise your hand if you have something to say, please? What makes you think it would not belong in a composter? Actually, I'm going to give you guys just a minute. I want you to talk at your tables about why pizza is not compostable. Okay, so we've finished filling in our chart. So who can tell me what plastic, raise your hand if you have this answer. Who can raise their hand and tell me what plastic and glass have in common? How are they similar? Loose one.
They were made by hand.
Okay. But let's look at our chart and use the information on our chart. What information on our chart is the same about plastic and glass? We could say they are both
Recyclable.
loose one.
Recyclable?
Plastic and glass are both recyclable, right? We see that those are characteristics that they have in common. Okay? Jeffrey.
Also, they're both see-through.
Also, they're both see-through. That's another commonality that they have. Mhm.
Some of them are not.
Okay, who can tell me what two nouns are biodegradable? And when you answer, I want you to use the word biodegradable. I want you to say, Miss Jane's blank is biodegradable and blank is biodegradable. Okay? Manuel.
Pizza and fruit are both biodegradable.
Yes, pizza and fruit are both biodegradable. Okay? Who can tell me two things about fruit? What are two things that we can do to fruit? Or two things that fruit are capable of doing? Joshua. Fruit is
Biodegradable.
and
And you could eat it.
okay. Fruit is biodegradable, and what else is it?
Compostable.
Okay, Joshua, can you tell me what two categories fruit fit into?
Compostable and biodegradable.
Fantastic. Compostable and biodegradable.